sense that someone is troubled, our instinct is often to help. We want to understand what is wrong and offer our support. This instinct is driven by empathy and concern, and it's a testament to the strength of our relationships. However, it's important to navigate these situations with care, respecting the other person's boundaries and autonomy. Before I get into when to push for more information, let's first understand the concept of boundaries. Boundaries are the personal limits we set for ourselves in relationships. They define what we're comfortable with and what we're not. They guide our interactions with others. Respecting boundaries is essential for healthy relationships. When someone is reluctant to share what's bothering them, it may be because they have set a boundary. This boundary could be temporary, could be related to a specific issue, or it may be just a more general preference for privacy. Recognizing and respecting these boundaries is crucial. It shows that we value the other person's autonomy and comfort. Boundaries are like invisible lines that define our personal space, both physical and emotional. They protect our well-being and allow us to maintain a sense of identity and control over our lives. When these boundaries are respected, it fosters trust and mutual respect in relationships. However, when boundaries are crossed or ignored, it can lead to feelings of violation, discomfort, and resentment. There are certain situations where it may be appropriate to gently push for more information. These situations often involve concerns about the other person's well-being or their safety. Here are some general guidelines for determining when it's appropriate to push for more information. If you believe that the person is in immediate danger or at risk of harm, it's important to push for more information. This could include situations involving physical health, mental health crises, or potential harm from others. In these cases, prioritizing their safety is paramount. If the person has been displaying signs of persistent distress over an extended period, it may be appropriate to gently push for a little more information. Persistent distress can manifest itself as ongoing sadness, general anxiety, withdrawal, or overall changes in their behavior. Expressing your concern and willingness to listen may encourage them to open up. Significant changes in behavior, such as sudden withdrawal from social activities, changes in eating or sleeping patterns, upset lately, and I'm really concerned about you. This approach focuses on your concern and care for the person rather than implying that they have done something wrong or that there is something inherently wrong with them. Give the person time to respond and listen actively. Avoid interrupting or offering solutions immediately. Sometimes just being heard can make a significant difference. Active listening involves not only hearing the words the person is saying, but also understanding the emotions and intentions behind those words. It requires patience, empathy, and full attention, not just waiting for your turn to talk. Let the person know that you are there to support them, but don't pressure them to share if they're not ready. For example, I'm here for you whenever you're ready to talk. This respects their autonomy and acknowledges that they may need time to process their feelings before they're ready to discuss them. Assure the person that what they share will be kept confidential, unless there is a risk of harm that requires intervention, of course. This reassurance can help them feel more comfortable opening up. Trust is critical in these conversations, and knowing that their vulnerability will be respected can make a significant difference. Now, equally important asking clarifying questions. Active listening demonstrates that you are fully engaged and invested in the conversation. Sometimes sharing your own experiences and vulnerabilities can encourage the other person to open up. It shows that you are willing to be vulnerable and creates a sense of mutual understanding. Sharing your experiences can also provide a sense of solidarity and connection. Building trust and encouraging open communication takes time. Be patient and give the person space to open up at their own pace. Avoid rushing or forcing the conversation. Patience shows that you respect their process and are willing to wait for them to feel ready. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's a fundamental aspect of effective communication and plays a vital role in building trust and fostering understanding. Empathy involves putting yourself in the other person's shoes and seeing the world from their perspective. When we approach conversations with empathy, we create a space where the other person feels heard and understood. This can be incredibly powerful, especially when they're struggling with difficult emotions. Empathy helps us connect on a deeper level and shows that we care about their well-being. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. It involves recognizing and honoring the other person's boundaries, autonomy, and individuality. Respect is not only about what we say, but also about how we listen and how we respond. In situations where someone is reluctant to share what's bothering them, respecting their boundaries is essential. It shows that we value their comfort and trust their judgment about what is best for them. Respecting boundaries can prevent resentment and help maintain a positive, supportive relationship. So to conclude, knowing when to push for more information and when to step back is a delicate art that requires empathy, patience, and respect. While our instincts to help and support are driven by genuine concern, it's crucial to recognize and honor the other person's boundaries and their autonomy. By balancing that empathy and respect, we can create a supportive environment where open communication and trust can flourish. Remember that communication is a two-way street. Effective communication involves not only expressing our concerns, let's all strive to be compassionate and respectful in our interactions that build stronger and more supportive